best suited to going a distance of ground, which was what he gets moving forward. The 9 panels today. Winner's Lion ran into a buzzsaw last out, John, and Hall of Fame. This race, despite off the turf and all the scratches, is still a very intriguing one to me.
Light Line's the MTO. Brad Cox, Florent Giroux on top of it. Yeah.
Yep, going to go with that one on top again. I think this horse has a bright future potentially moving forward.
Last of the day, 4:45 finale. It's a Monday, but it'll wrap up the race week for us, of course, as we move this card from Thursday when we canceled during all that snow. Joe and I feeling a little under the weather. Maybe you can hear it in our voices because, after all, we had temperatures in the low 30s here in that snow, record just under a foot of snow here on Monday, and then it was pretty chilly on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, it started warming up, 50s to the 60s. Temperature-wise, we've been up and down, as so often as the here in New Orleans, but some of us catching a bit of a cold bug here in town. But last day, by the way, Marianne, your mom, of her and my mom, Marianne, it's cold there in New York, and hope your mom is feeling better. $10,000. Maiden claimer Joe to wrap up the card. State breds here. Maiden's 3 rolls and up. Scratch 4, Force Beast, and 11 caught up in the moment.
Yeah, Deal of Faith, runner-up at each of the last 2 starts, has run really well. Got run over late by that class-dropping Razor Crest, who ran an awesome race on January the 1st. Speed, the rail, and, at this class level, John, it's just a matter of time for horses that are running this well, and I think it's graduation day for Deal of Faith.
Emmanuel Nieves on Joe's exacta pick for the 1-9. That's the 14 race Maiden. Put the sensation, Emmanuel Nieves, on the 9, computerized. 150.
Does not compute.
That's pretty good. 151st, I might use that. 151st Kentucky Derby. Here's the leaderboard. Citizen Bull is there. Just prep. Bob Baffert's got the Bull prepping on the West Coast with 40 points and topping the leaderboard for Derby 151. Locally, Disco Time having swept to victory under Florent Giroux and the famous Juddmonte Silks and Brad Cox here in the running of the Lecomte Stakes and built the runner-up, of course, on 20 points. Also took out the running of the Gun Runner. You go down the list. Innovator set the pace there under Jaime Torres for the coach. Wayne Lucas in our Lecomte Stakes. Looking forward to next month. And East Avenue training like a bull here at the fairground.
Yeah, speaking of bulls, Holy Bull, one of the preps this weekend. Ferocious to see him number 19 with 8 points. He's going to be the likely favorite in there. Also the Withers, Mo Quality for Chris Davis. It would be awesome to see Chris Davis with a Kentucky Derby horse. John and I go back a long way with his mom, Leanne, who was a great horseman in her own right, and the Robert F. Lewis also on the agenda, points-wise, this weekend for the Derby.
Yeah, Chris and Megan and Leanne, thinking of them on the road. 151st Kentucky Oaks, and we've seen a couple of fillies go through this on this road here for Whit Beckman, including Her Laugh, who took out the running of the in the run-up, the Untappable Stakes as the lead to the Silver Bull a day, and that was won by Whit Simply Joking, and she's on 20 points.
La Virginus on Sunday at Santa Anita. On Saturday, it's the Forward Gal, where Rojo Rita, who broke her maiden by almost 17 lengths on debut, looms as one of the horses to beat. And, again, 20 points on the line on the road to the Oaks.
They're off of the Las Virgenes Stakes, and will it be Bob Baffert? It might be another Bob Baffert winner on the road to the Kentucky Oaks. Twin Spires feeder, that's coming up on January 27th.
Despite feeling a little under the weather, you were on your game. Yeah, just real quick, John, congratulations to Adam Burgoon, Gwen Houston, Matt Miller. They were our 3 qualifiers in the big contest yesterday, Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge, NHC. Another qualifier today. It's a feeder for the big qualifier coming up the day before Groundhog Day. $160 to get in. And again, the fairgrounds races are in focus. So make sure you take advantage of these feeders. They get you into these bigger contests that are a lot more money to get into.
Exotic Animal Racing, the Family Day edition, brought a big crowd out here to the races, and that racing card this coming Saturday, February 1st, we'll have a live thoroughbred racing card. We'll also have those exotic animal races. We're bringing out the youngsters, the college day types.
Yeah, college day here at the races, and, hopefully we'll have some Brisnet betting guides on hand to supply them with so they can learn a little something about this game.
If you'd like to learn more, you can reach out to us on X. I earlier posted out those Horse Racing Nation trainer standings, talk about some of the leaders here, Brad Cox, Joe Sharp, Steve Asmussen, Tom Amos, of course, and Cherie DeVoe, the top 5. Joe Decay, Joe Christofek, of course, he's willing to give the Eagles the 1.5, taking the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59. And there was the professor, Kevin Kilroy, smiling after the Chiefs beat the Bills. And, of course, on social media, TrekWise, we have you covered on X, on Facebook, on Instagram. And again, Joe, for those fans, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think we're getting closer to 1,000 subscribers. A lot of great content there.
Don't invite Kevin Kilroy and David Portnoy to the same Super Bowl party. That's my piece of advice as we end the show.
Or Cleet Blakeman. Cleet and crew.
Who's that?
He was the head, the crew chief.
Cleet. He'll get invited.
We've
got Kevin.
We've got Dave Wedlake, Charles, and Mark up as our official stewards here today. Until next time, for our entire Fairgrounds crew, Joe Christofek, track announcer John G. Dooley saying, we're done. Have fun on a Monday from New Orleans. Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time to honor America, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon from the historic New Orleans Fairgrounds Racecourse and Slots. Hello now from the broadcast booth. Great to have you with us here at the start of the week. Track announcer John G. Dooley. 9 races on tap, all main track card. Again, we're off the Stolwell Turf Course since last Monday's historic snow here in NOLA. Fast main track for the 9. If you have your programs close by, let's take a look at the changes and corrections on today's racing program. In the opening sprint, there are no scratches and no jockey changes. Number 5, Bless de South, 1 pound over the listed program weight. Start to the early pick 5 here. In the second race, Maiden, there are no changes. Race 2, all 7 run. Turning to the third, and from the mile, scratch number 5, Cabo Cowgirl. Number 5, Cabo Cowgirl, has been scratched. The fourth race, 103, taken off the Stowelson Turf Course. The Maiden will now be run on the main track. Note the distance there, a mile and a 16th. Scratch 3, Nothing But Blue Sky. The 6, Retico. Scratch 11, Porches, was a maiden winner here on Sunday's card. And take out the 12, Our Favorite Son. Scratch 3, 6, 11, and number 12 from the maiden. That fourth race starts the pick 6. 50-cent late pick 5 starts with race 5 at 2:45. Maiden sprint, there are no changes, all 6 run. In the sixth race, off the turf, main track over the mile and a 16th. Scratch 2, C'est Magnifique. 3, Easy Roll. The 4, Caque's Arrow. Take out the 6, Wicked Secret. 8, Max's G-Money. 9, Kick-a-Buck. The 12, Malibu Rain. And the 13, Goros Theater's Love. Scratch 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, and the number 13 all have been scratched. The MTOs draw in. 14 Cloud Forest runs. 15 Concentration gets in, and the jockey will be Jaime Torres for Alexis Clare. Jaime Torres will ride number 5, Concentration, one of the 2 MTOs. Race 7, maiden sprint, no changes, all 9 run. Race 8, last of the 3 taken off the Stowelson Turf Course on this Monday card. The 8th race will be run on the main track over the mile and an 1/8. 9 furlongs here. Fast track, scratch 1, American Hope. 2, Smoking Mandate. 3, Towering Storm. Scratch the 4, F35. 6, Tide of the Sea. Take out 7, Tough Little Nut. 8, I'd Rather Be Blessed. And scratch the 10, No White Flag. Scratch 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and number 10. Race 9, last of the day maiden sprint. Scratch 4, Forest Beast, and 11, Caught Up in the Moment. Scratch the 4, Forest Beast, and take out 11, Caught Up in the Moment. Number 9, Computerized, will be ridden by Emmanuel Nieves. Will partner the 14 race maiden, Emmanuel Nieves, on the 9, Computerized.
When it comes to horse racing, you can never have too much information. With Twin Spires, you can place your bets with confidence. Whether you use handicapping insights like our Brisnet speed ratings, prime power and past performances, the guidance of our experts' top picks, or just choose a name that catches your eye. Yes! No matter how you pick your horse, bet with Twin Spires. And now you can race to victory with Twin Spires tournaments.
Welcome to Fairgrounds Racecourse and Slots on a Monday that we weren't supposed to race, but we moved Thursday's card to Monday because of the weather circumstances last week. It was a clean shift over to today. Made the decision on Friday that we would not be racing on the turf through today, although the weather conditions have improved immensely. I think 98.5% of the snow has melted, and the forecast moving forward the next few days looks pretty good, and very hopeful that we get back on the turf on Thursday. Let's take a look at a great opportunity courtesy of Twin Spires, a $160 entry fee feeder to the big tournament coming up on February the 1st. Want to congratulate the three winners from yesterday's $1,000 buy-in contest that did also give people opportunities to earn their way in via these feeders. Adam Burgoon was the first place finisher. Gwen Houston, Matt Miller, they have an opportunity to secure National Handicapping Championship entries or an entry into the Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge. So congratulations to Adam, Gwen, and Matt. A grid for today, again, off the turf, 9 races on a fast main track, and I've got a single in race number 2. That is the number 3, Numero Siete, who's going to be a popular single in there. Only other lone A on the grid is in race number 9, the number 1, Deal of Faith. I think the spread races are certainly race number 6, which is one of those off-the-turf events where I did kind of focus on the MTOs, but I think you can go to the B column in that race. And then in the opener, I went 3 deep in a field of 7. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit, including the top pick, Mrs. Kneecase. Again, full card selections can be found at fgno.com under the Racing and Expert Picks tabs. Signature plays for the day, race number 5, a first-time starter for Chris Hartman, who also has the morning line favorite in there, the number 2 Martingale in race 5. So do watch the Will Pays and the tote board for potential clues, but I like the way the number 5 Ray of Sunshine has been training going into the debut, and going to make that one my best bet of the day. Lofty Heights at 5-1 in the morning line is going to be my long shot play of the day in race number 3. A little bit tougher to come up with these signature plays with the off-the-turf circumstances. Race number 9, I'm going to go to the number 6 of Bobby Two Shots as 3-1 morning line favorite against. In that particular race, I like Deal of Faith quite a bit in the finale. Also like the chances of a couple of others, including the late closing Computerized. So going to make a Bobby Two Shots my favorite against. Horse Racing Nation Dirt Sprint trends over the last 64 races run here over our main track of the sprint variety. Half of them have been won by inside post positions. Half of them have been won by early speed, either on the lead or in that perfect pressing spine position. So do take note of that. We'll take a look at the route trends a little bit later on in the card. Early pick 5 wager. I don't have any singles in here. We hit the early pick 5 yesterday on a $45 ticket. I think I made a $20 profit, but we'll take it. It's better than throwing the ticket away. 3 deep here in the opener with Real Deal Ryan, Bitsy Perfect Match, and Mrs. Kneecase. Pretty confident I've got it locked down. Now I could single Numero Siete in race number 2 and make it a $36 ticket, but included a long shot on the number 6 Rose Now, who I think has got a sneaky chance to improve. 4 deep in race number 3, 2 deep in race number 4. Storm the Streets, my top pick, and Batter Up, who I think ran a sneaky good race last time. 3 deep in race number 5, including Ray of Sunshine. $72 on the early pick 5. About 12 minutes to post time for the opener, first of 9, fast and firm, here at the fairgrounds for a Monday, of Thoroughbred Racing. We'll be off Tuesday and Wednesday and back at it on Thursday. 6 furlongs a distance as we kick off this pick 5 with a non-winners of 3 $5,000 claimer for Louisiana-bred older fillies and mares. Mrs. Nikkei's up there at odds of 5-2. Basically lost all chance at the break last out. The race prior to that, beaten $7,500 claimers off the bench, was a good second behind the gate-to-wire winner, Emily Azar Turner, did come back to win her subsequent start as well. Mrs. Nikkei's claimed out of the last race by Juan La Rosa, who's got huge numbers first off the claim. 35% with an extremely positive ROI. So cozy outside draw, needs to break better from the gate, should be in a good stalking position throughout. Mrs. Nikkei is going to be the top choice for me here in the opener. Taking a look at the number 2, Real Deal Ryan, who was the real deal in her most recent start in the slop when she was able to close from off the pace at a decent number of 6-1 to get it done. Even the race prior on a fast track was good. Finished third, got beat 4 lengths that particular day by Miss Rosie, who did come back to win her subsequent start on the rise as well. Of course, Real Deal Ryan, a deeper out the back closer, would appreciate having honest fractions to run at. I don't know if she'll get them. Looking on paper, it looks like the number 3 Bitsy Perfect Match could be loose on the lead. Let's go to her next. She is the favorite, and a lot of people probably looking at that potential tactical advantage. Did get a press and pounce victory off the bench here on November the 29th, non-2 for 5, beaten 10s in the subsequent start, lost to the aforementioned Emily Azar Turn, pressed that rival, could not keep pace in the stretch and faded to 5th. Last out in a field of 6 at this level, pretty much was in chase mode every step of the way, but did get off to a little bit of a slow start. Rushed up 3 wide into a perfect pressing trip and then was no match for Copper Moon late. But again, looks like she may have a tactical advantage on paper. There just isn't any other confirmed speed assigned on here. A perfect match for Bitsy. Shane Wilson, Jose Carrero teaming up with the current 8-5 favorite. Those are the 3 defined favorites on the tote board. If you're looking to get a little bit creative, you're going to have to take a horse that needs to improve, including the number 1 Hot Golden Girl, who was 4th in that common race with Copper Moon and Bitsy Perfect Match back on January the 1st. And no real visible excuse, was 3 wide, just ran evenly to the wire. Race prior to that was a good third at Delta, but that was 5 furlongs in the mud. So needs to run faster in these fast track races in order to be competitive with this field. Up there at odds of 8-1, the number 1 Hot Golden Girl. Number 4 is Steal Me Over. It's got a win on the Fairgrounds main track on the resume. It came in Maiden claiming 10 back in mid-March of last year. Also won a race narrowly in June over a muddy racetrack at Louisiana Downs, so seems to prefer a little bit of moisture in the track, even 5th in that common race behind Copper Moon and Bitsy Perfect Match, and did have the advantage of breaking very alertly from the starting gate, just steadily dropped out of it and raced evenly thereafter. Number 4, Steal Me Over. Bless the South, beaten double-digit lengths in each of the last 2 starts, has not been seen since mid-August at Evangeline. Juan La Rosa, also the trainer of this one, gets a 5-pound bug break in the weights. Bless the South up there at odds of 20-1. And the number 6, Some Charm, who used to display really good speed from the gate. Haven't quite seen as much of that recently, but if somebody's going to keep Bitsy Perfect Match honest on the front end, it's likely to be her, with the sensation Emmanuel Nieves aboard for trainer John Ney. Horse setting out onto the racetrack for the first of 9 here on a Monday on Fast Main Track off the turf here today. I'm going to give the slight edge to the number 7, Mrs. Nikkei, as the early pick 5 starts right here. Good luck.
The horses stepping onto the track for the first race. Phillies mares sprint at 6 furlongs, a field of 7. No scratches, no jockey changes. Number 5, Blessed to South, add 1 pound to the listed program weight, makes it there now 117. The 5 a pound over. Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta. Double pick 3 starts at the 50-cent early pick 5 here with the Distaff Sprint. All 9 race main track card. Main track fast under cloudy skies, 60s, 7 minutes to post time, 7 minutes. Now 3 minutes to post time. 3 minutes to the sprint. Two minutes to post. 2 minutes. We're now just 1 minute away from first post. Phillies Mare Sprint starts the 50-cent early pick 5 all main track card. Main track fast. 1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. They're going in. Colby Hernandez with Hot Golden Girl. Erica Murray, Steal Me Over coming up. C.J. McMahon, Real Deal Ryan, a last out winner. Now Steal Me Over. Jose Guerrero, Bitsy Perfect Match, even money. She's the first favorite coming up, Bitsy Perfect Match. With Felix Ostadillo, Blessed to South went it well, now Bitsy Perfect Match. Emmanuel Nieves with Some Charm True 6. One more, Egabrellas with Mrs. Case at 6 furlongs. Some showers falling. All 9 races today on the main track. Main track fast in New Orleans, home of Super Bowl 59. First of the day, they're in the gate. Away and running at the fairgrounds. Steal Me Over was quick away. Good speed from Real Deal Ryan. Bitsy Perfect Matches right there. And Hot Golden Girl in the Red Silks holds her position with the rail and is vying for the early lead with Bitsy Perfect Match, who's just ahead as they make this dash toward the half-mile pole. Some Charm is up into third. Mrs. Neat Case is wide from post 7. After a sharp start, Steal Me Over is running in 5th. Real Deal Ryan 6th and in tight toward the inside. These leaders are well grouped. And after 3 furlongs, Blessed to South beaten for pace and trails here in the Monday opener. The quarter 23.44 seconds as they round the far turn, and it's Bitsy Perfect Match, who leads with the rail for Jose Guerrero and leads here by 2 to Hot Golden Girl, Mrs. Neat Case, and the white cap covering a lot of ground. Then comes Steal Me Over on the far outside. Dropping back with Some Charm with to the inside, Real Deal Ryan, and Blessed to South has trailed half mile for Bitsy Perfect Match. 48.25 seconds. It's Bitsy Perfect Match, 1 furlong away and with a 2-length cushion. Hot Golden Girl continues to charge hard. And then between horses, Mrs. Neat Case, Real Deal Ryan's just in third, and then Steal Me Over. They're near home. Here's Hot Golden Girl for Colby Hernandez. Hot Golden Girl getting up. Hot Golden Girl to get and beat Bitsy Perfect Match. Real Deal Ryan third, and Steal Me Over finish fourth. $114.17 after the Phillies and Mares sprint opener. 114.17. The judges have posted the full unofficial order finish after race 1. Number 1, Hot Golden Girl, 8-1 first. Number 3, Bitsy Perfect Match at even money. The first favorite was tracked down. 2, Real Deal Ryan at 5-2 third. And at 30-1 odds, the 4, Steal Me Over getting into the superfecta. Hold all wagers until official. Colby Hernandez on the Golden Sense Mare. Hot Golden Girl for Raymond Prégine, 8-1, winner to start the early pick 5 on a Monday from the fairgrounds. The result of the first of the day official. Returning to the winner's circle, number 1, Hot Golden Girl with Kobe Hernandez. Hot Golden Girl is a 5-year-old bay mare bred here in Louisiana by Golden Sense. Out of Heat Seeker Sharon by Heat Seeker, Raymond Prégine trains for Martin Dischler. Fairgrounds congratulates the winning connections. Hot Golden Girl takes out the Phillies mare sprint. 8-1 winner at the top. 1-3 exacta, $48 even. Dollar trifecta, 1-3-2, pay $35.50. With Steal Me over fourth, the $1 superfecta, 1-3-2-4 returned $114.80. In the sprint, favorite, second. All 7 ran, 114.17 seconds. Race 2 of today's 9, all main track card. No changes in the maiden. All 7 run. Race 2 with exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Double pick 3 and start to the 50-cent early pick 4. Post time for the second race will be in 24 minutes at 1:15. In all cases, if you can, please do try to make your fairground selections and wagers today early. Thank you. Coming up in just a moment, our first race rewind of the Phillies Mare Sprint. Hope you had a bet on Hot Golden Girl. Away and running at the fairgrounds. Steal Me Over was quick away. Good speed from Real Deal Ryan. Bitsy Perfect matches right there. And Hot Golden Girl in the Red Silks holds her position with the rail and is vying for the early lead with Bitsy Perfect Match, who's just ahead as they make this dash toward the half-mile pole. Some Charm is up into third. Mrs. Neat Case is wide from post 7. After a sharp start, Steal Me Over is running in 5th. Real Deal Ryan 6th and in tight toward the inside. These leaders are well grouped. And after 3 furlongs, Blessed to South beaten for pace and trails here in the Monday opener. The quarter 23.44 seconds as they round the far turn, and it's Bitsy Perfect Match, who leads with the rail for Jose Guerrero and leads here by 2 to Hot Golden Girl, Mrs. Neat Case, and the White Cap covering a lot of ground. Then comes Steal Me Over on the far outside. Dropping back with Some Charm with to the inside, Real Deal Ryan, and Blessed to South has trailed half mile for Bitsy Perfect Match. 48.25 seconds. It's Bitsy Perfect Match, 1 furlong away and with a 2-length cushion. Hot Golden Girl continues to charge hard. And then between horses, Mrs. Neat Case, Real Deal Ryan's just in third, and then Steal Me Over. They're near home. Here's Hot Golden Girl for Kobe Hernandez. Hot Golden Girl getting up. Hot Golden Girl to get and beat Bitsy Perfect Match. Real Deal Ryan third, and Steal Me Over finish fourth.
fairgrounds, race course, and slots. Exciting live thoroughbred racing on the nation's third oldest track. We can't wait to see you at our next big races.
Another really good ride there by Kobe Hernandez, knocking me out of the early pick 5 here in the first leg, and a lot of other people as well. Good start to it at 8-1 with Hot Golden Girl for Raymond Prigine. This horse was caught a little bit wide last time. Today from the rail draw was able to sit that advantageous pocket trip and wear down the pace setter Bitsy Perfect Match late to get the job done. Again, nice price there when it's said and done. Obviously, because she won, it's a nice price. 8-1 on Hot Golden Girl. And Kobe Hernandez having a very good under-the-radar meet here at the fairgrounds. We took a look at the HRN track trends for the sprints and the opener, and kind of sort of came to fruition. We had a horse that was up close. I don't know whether or not the horse was in a length, but was from the rail and had an inside pocket trip in a Hot Golden Girl. The routes play out a little bit differently over the last 59 route races. Inside posts are winning half the races, but the stalkers, the horses sitting just off the pace, are the horses that are winning most of the races. And actually, the closers are doing better than the early speed types. And not maybe what you expected here, so some good information from Ed DeRosa and our friends at Horse Racing Nation. Race 2 is a route. That's why we decided to unveil that graphic for this mile and 70-yard contest, 4-year-olds and up. Pick 4 wagering available in this one. Take a look at the number 3. It's numero siete, but she's numero uno for me and for basically every other racing fan on the grounds and in simulcast land. 1-9. Numero siete. Joe Sharp in the thick of the battle in the trainer's race. Jose Ortiz, our leading jockey. They've teamed up for many of those wins together. And Numero siete dropping from Maiden 30 to Maiden 12-5. Not only the drop in class, but faces a collectively weak field for the level. Blinkers going on Numero siete, which really means it's go time. Couple of works since raced. Number 3 at Numero siete up there at odds of 1-9. Tough to pick against. Try to get creative. And talking about that 3 horse, so see if that one's in the paddock anywhere. Try to get a look at Numero siete before we move on here. Not in the paddock yet, I'm being told. We'll try to go back to Numero siete when that one arrives. A little late for the party here. Number 6 is Rose Now. This was the horse I tried to get a little bit creative with. Has run 2 times, both at Churchill Downs. Last race, November the 6th, was not competitive in either of those races, but is dropping from 50 to 20 to 12-5. Trainer Eric Heitzman regrouping with this gelded son of Caracante, who does put the blinkers on here. And Eric's got some good stats in similar situations. David Cohen piloting for the first time. Rose Now. Just like the fact that this horse is getting a fresh start and you get an equipment change. So there is some optimism that this horse will improve. Number 3, Rose Now up there at 19-1. The 4 is Puckster, looking to score for Niccolo Troiani and at Marcelino Pedrosa Jr. Distant 3rd last out behind the odds-on favorite B. Wayne, but did not have a fun trip that day. Was inside, was checked a couple of different times, still managed to get 3rd. Has an experience edge on many of these. What you see is what you get with Puckster. And again, if Numero siete, for whatever reason, doesn't like running on a faster track, which he hasn't done yet, honestly, and nobody else improves, then Puckster could simply inherit the win here up there at odds of 11-1, and the second choice, number 4, Puckster. Let's go to the number 1, La Bouquin. We'll work our way outwards. Maybe we'll get a shot here of numero siete when he arrives. Speed for La Bouquin, who ran a monster race back in February of 2023. By far the best effort of this one's career. Every race wrapped around it, not good. Does have some early speed from the gate. Exits that same race behind B. Wayne. Number 1, La Bouquin at 45-1. Shaco is the 2. 60-1 on Shaco. Brian Williamson run at this level in each of the last 2 starts. Showed speed in both, one of them sprinting, one of them routing, and faded off the scene. Number 2, Shaco, 60-1. Take a look at the number 5, Rayfield, 79-1. Best efforts for this one have been on the turf. Distant 5th in that B. Wayne race last out with no visible excuse. Lalo Rodriguez has had a good meet here at Fairgrounds, and as has jockey Mitchell Merle, who is back aboard the number 5, Rayfield. Number 7, Music Mill for Joe Duha, 99-1. Might be more than that. This horse has only run one time, and it wasn't a sprint. Didn't really run a jump that particular day. Not sure what changes, but Joe does have good statistics stretching horses out from a sprint to a route. Number 7, Music Mill is a bomb, 99-1. Again, let's see if we can get a shot of the number 3, Numero Siete, as the 1-9 favorite here. Joe Sharp and Jose Ortiz. Again, the holes to poke would be the fact that this horse has never run on a fast track. Did come back off a 13-month layoff back on November 24. Did run second to a solid winner and legitimate target who has since come back to win. That most recent race, December the 15th, was bothered going into the first turn, was carried out a little bit, got a rail trip thereafter, was held up a little bit at the top of the stretch, and then raced evenly down the lane. Big drop, blinkers on. Versatile enough pedigree. I see hard spun. I kind of sort of think turf, but get benchmark on the bottom. And hard spun for the most part is a versatile sire. This horse is in it to win it. Not only the drop, but the blinkers on. And Jose Ortiz for Joe Sharp, who is, like I mentioned, in the thick of the battle for leading trainer honors. A little bit more than halfway through the meet here at the Fairgrounds. Post time for race number 2 is 9 minutes from now. Pick 4 wagering is available. And when I see the name Puckster, can't help but think of Teddy Armstrong's prowess on the shuffleboard table. He's going to call for riders up here in just a moment. This race obviously goes through Numero Siete, he's Numero Tres, and he's Numero Uno to me and the rest of the betting public at 1-9. Good luck.
The horses stepping onto the track for the second race. This race will be run at 1 mile and 70 yards, a field of 7. All 7 run, no changes here in the maiden. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3 starts at the 50-cent, early pick 4, all main track hard. Track fast here at the fairgrounds. 7 minutes to post time. Now just less than 7 minutes to the off. Three minutes to post time. 3 minutes. Two minutes to post. 2 minutes. 1 minute to post time. Start to the 50-cent early pick 4 with the Maiden. Fast track. 1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. Loading in front of starter Jesse Sherwood for the Maiden. Jose Guerrero with 10-time starter La Boucaine facing up to the gate. Marcelino Pedrosa Jr., Puckster went in well. Mitramaro with Rayfield in the black and yellow blocks. Now Jareth Lawberry with Shacko. David Cohen twice started Rose now. 1-5 favorite coming up. Numero 7. Leading jockey Jose Ortiz with 54 wins here this season at 1 mile and 70 yards. One more, J. Ron Barbosa with Music Mill. Numero 7, 1-5 favorite, second of the day from the fairgrounds. They're in the gate. And they're off. Puckster, La Boucaine, and Shacko right there as they make their way toward the first turn with Jose Guerrero and the rail. It's La Boucaine. So La Boucaine leads into the first turn at 10-1, and Shacko pressing hard on the outside. And these two have kicked 5 clear from Puckster, who's joined by Rose now. They were joined third at the 6.5. First time blinkered. Favored Numero 7 back in 5th for Jose Ortiz while racing 4 clear from Rayfield 2 lengths away to Music Mill, who's dropped back to 7th and last. 23.68 for the lead part, and it is Shacko. And Shacko in front here for Jareth Lawberry has taken the overall lead by 2 from the gray La Boucaine, who's now in pursuit after a length and a half. Rose now in the red cap. Puckster saving ground running in 4th. Numero 7 still 6 lengths off this leader, Shacko, who leads them toward the far turn. Music Mill up 1 spot. That relegates Rayfield to last. It's Shacko, La Boucaine, and Rose now. 1, 2, 3. Half mile, 48.44 seconds. This is 3 furlongs from home. Shacko, La Boucaine with Rose now. They're a joint second. Puckster 4th on the outside. Numero 7 looks to draw in. Numero 7 now tips to the far outside for a clear path, and Numero 7 is on the move. Music Mill and Rayfield as these maidens turn for home, and here's Numero 7 sweeping to command. After 3 quarters in 1 minute 15.53 seconds, it's Numero 7 who leads by 2 lengths coming down toward the final furlong, edging left while under pressure. It's Numero 7 kept to the task from Puckster, second and gamely coming past the 16th. Numero 7 by 2 to Puckster. Rayfield well back in third. Numero 7. Numero 7 on top from Puckster. Double digits away, Rayfield third. Rose now back in fourth. 146.74 after the maiden. 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 3, Numero Siete, first. 4, Puckster at 7-2 was second. 5, Rayfield at 41-1 odds, third. And 6, Rose now at 8-1 fourth. Hold on until official. Meet leaders. Jose Ortiz for Joe Sharp. Highlander Training Center, son of Hardspun, gets off the mark in his fifth run. Numero Siete at 1-5, Ganador. Race 2 official. The winning groom, leading in numero 3, numero 7. Jose Ortiz with his leading 55th win of the meet. Number 3, numero 7 is a 4-year-old big gelding bred in Kentucky by Hardspun. At a tenacious Tina by Benchmark, leading trainer Joe Sharp. Here for Highlander Training Center, Larry Hirsch. Fairgrounds congratulates the winning connections. Numero 7, out to the maiden ranks today. 3-4 exacta paid $6.80. Dollar trifecta, 3, 4, 5, $15.50. 1 and 3, the first double of the day, combining Hot Golden Girl with Numero 7. The double paid $24.60. Rose now fourth in the maiden. Dollar superfecta, 3, 4, 5, 6 paid $54.70. Favorite first, all 7 ran 146.74 after the running of race 2. 23 minutes to the third race mile. Scratch the 5 Cabo Cowgirl. Number 5 Cabo Cowgirl has been scratched. Phillies Mares Mile. Exacta trifecta superfecta double pick 3, the Mark Lane birthday race. Welcome to the fairgrounds. Post time 1:45 for the mile. And they're off. Puckster, La Bouquin, and Chaco right there as they make their way toward the first turn with Jose Guerrero and the rail. It's La Bouquin. So La Bouquin leads into the first turn at 10-1, and Chaco pressing hard on the outside. And these two have kicked 5 clear from Puckster, who's joined by Rose now. They were joined third at the 6.5. First time blinkered, favored Numero 7 back in 5th for Jose Ortiz, while racing 4 clear from Rayfield 2 lengths away to Music Mill, who's dropped back to 7th and last. 23.68 for the lead part, and it is Chaco. And Chaco in front here for Jareth Lawberry has taken the overall lead by 2 from the gray La Bouquin, who's now in pursuit after a length and a half. Rose now in the red cap. Puckster saving ground running in 4th. Numero 7 still 6 lengths off this leader, Chaco, who leads them toward the far turn. Music Mill up 1 spot. That relegates Rayfield to last. It's Chaco, La Bouquin, and Rose now. 1, 2, 3. Half mile, 48.44 seconds. This is 3 furlongs from home. Chaco. La Bouquin with Rose now. They're a joint second. Puckster fourth on the outside. Numero 7 looks to draw. Numero 7 now tips to the far outside for a clear path, and Numero 7 is on the move. Music Mill and Rayfield as these maidens turn for home, and here's Numero 7 sweeping to command. After 3 quarters in 1 minute 15.53 seconds, it's Numero 7 who leads by 2 lengths coming down toward the final furlong, edging left while under pressure. It's Numero 7 kept to the task from Puckster, second and gamely coming past the 16th. Numero 7 by 2 to Puckster. Rayfield well back in third. Numero 7. Numero 7 on top from Puckster. Double digits away, Rayfield third. Rose now back in fourth. the full run order after the second race maiden, 146.74. The winner was claimed, number 3, numero 7,